So for 5 years now, we at Thomas Jefferson Memorial Church have been working towards becoming a green sanctuary. We started out with a group of about 6 people and began an environmental audit. And then we began planning worship and celebrations. We had 4 services, Earth Day services. We published green news twice a year. And we focused on having a vigil in the fall for the mountains and people of Appalachia. This is a minister from Charleston, West Virginia, who visited us and preached. I come from the mountain, the rolling hill. I was happy all my life until these were some of the performers at the vigil. Adeline Horan.
Also in West Virginia. Hoover Knob. Puff Mountain.
And we read off the names of the over 400 mountains, really nearly 500 mountains that have been destroyed, and lit candles for them.
Peachtree Ridge. Pickering Knob.
Here's Mel Hoover, Rose Eddington, the Reverends from Charleston, and me. We also had a service called The Story of Your Food on Mother's Day this year. Nancy Hurlbrink was the person who gave the service, led the worship. And then we had a Mother Earth brunch afterwards on Mother's Day, which was, we fed over 250 people that day, and Katie and Jean here were the co-chairs. We did celebrate now and then the wearing of the green with a toast. And the Reverend Morris Hutchins here had a hole-in-one. This is a party for Glenn Short, his 86th birthday. We also celebrated always with our group whenever we could for the holidays. And we did do religious education. We had a tree program this year and a month-long program on the Stewards of the Earth last year. Here we have Worm Crusader and Rose Brown of Zero Garbage Challenge speaking at a Mini Green Workshop and an Earth Friendly Friday. Jean Botts with the Children's Project of Quilt and I Love Mountains Quilt. But our big project for eco-justice was mountaintop removal coal mining. We traveled to West Virginia in June of 2010, about 12 of us, to hear Larry Gibson, an advocate against mountaintop removal who has been arrested and attacked, etc., for his beliefs. This is what Cayford Mountain, his home, looked like when it was being mined, and now it's just the reclaimed part. We attended church with the Congregation of Charleston in West Virginia. And then we began to advocate against mountaintop removal.
30 minutes from Charleston, a few of us from the Charlottesville Church stood on top of Cayford Mountain, organized by Sharon, a few weeks ago. We stood on that little mountain with a small man named Larry Gibson, who took us up a path to an opening at the edge of his woods. There we could look out at mountaintop removal.
Here I am giving a talk on nuts and bolts of Green Sanctuary at the Congregation of the Peninsula, and Katie speaking at St. Paul's Episcopal on mountaintop removal. And here I am at General Assembly giving a talk to the Green Sanctuary people. We also attended a movie, The Last Mountain, with Robert Kennedy. Here's Sally Kate during the discussion period, and this was just, it lasted fall. We began an eco-justice project, a local one, with our trees because we have such a wonderful variety of trees on our campus. Al Reynolds had cataloged them. We made a pamphlet. The children had already studied them, and we had pictures and we tours, and even I did give a sacred tree talk. Here is our sign created by Ron Wormser, and there was more advocacy. We continue to advocate 350.org. Here we are in Richmond at one of the senator's offices, advocating against mountaintop removal with others. Here we are in DC. This is Sally Kate and Katie up there in November, and protesting the pipeline going through the middle of America. Here, Glenn and Ruth Douglas and I are at a rally against mountaintop removal in DC just this last week. This is our sustainability covenant, which we passed in June of 2010, but we're just getting around to taking out to all the councils and decision makers. And we've been working a long time on sustainability, particularly energy efficiency. We began by covering up our lights in our sanctuary, sealing them. We installed fans in the overhead in the social hall. We sealed 8 of the fireplaces in Summit House and 2 in the sanctuary and parlor. We sealed the floors. This is Dick Summers doing all of this. I want to thank him. We installed new shades in the ramp area, a new door in the parlor, and we helped with the new door on Edgewood and Fendel. Now, carpooling was a big effort this fall. We had 3 Sundays of carpooling at a fairly good rate of success. And ethical eating was one of our major emphases. This is a sheep farm we visited in Nelson County in spring of 2010. We also had these compost bins built. And here we have a new person who is helping us, Lauren Cade. Charlotte Balkenbush led a tour of Bel Air Farm CSA in Albemarle County. Here are my grandchildren with the pigs at the Bel Air Farm and people picking flowers and putting them in vases. We had a really good turnout, over 40 people. We're very happy about this. The chickens were a great hit with everybody, particularly the children who like the automated eggs, and the wonderful lunch outdoors. We are a congregation that respects the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. And that's why we hope that you will support us in becoming a green sanctuary very soon. Thank you.